Hello, bonjour. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are having a great day. I did a video post a couple of weeks ago saying that I was going to come every Thursday if life permitted, and life has not permitted, but here I am. So I really am trying to do this weekly. So just bear with me as I work out some kinks. I'm having video issues and not sure how to, we don't need to get into that right now. That's a whole nother story. So I also did a Facebook post and I featured a little card that I created using the Gangs all Meer, and someone had asked me how I did the masking of these little guys, because there are there's 5 in a group, and I created a card and I created 9 little creatures in there, or little MeerKats. So someone had asked me how I did my masking technique, and so without any further ado, let me show you how I did that. Okay, so here we go. I am just going to show you all of the items that we are going to use for this card. So, of course, the Gangs all Meer, and we're going to use these little guys, and we're going to mask using this little guy. We're going to use the cactus, and we're also going to use on this one, this little guy here. And of course, the party hat. We're going to use our memento, and this is free with a $60 order, the metallic baker's twine and sequence combo pack in the little celebration catalog. So we're going to use some of those. I'm going to use pear pizzazz, poppy parade, gray granite, Sahara sand, hammered embossing folder, and we're dinging all over the place. And we're going to use our blue, what do we call this? Anyway, our blue plate, yeah, that's what it's called, along with the Big Shot platform. So the hammered is not really thin, like when the embossing folders first started coming out, but not really thick like the dynamics, although this is very dynamic. So we're going to use the blue plate on that. And of course, I've done that all ahead of time. But you know what? Oh, and you know what? I also want to use my silicone sheet. I love using that when I'm inking up. So here's my Stamparatus, and it's a mess because it is very well loved. And I like to tuck my my stamp set under there, just so that I've got nice leverage. So I am going to take, let's move that out of the way. I'm going to take my Gangs all Meer and I'm putting it on my little panel, and this panel is 2 3/4 by 2 3/8. So I'm going to place that on here, and I like to put a little mark where I put my paper, because I don't like to be really close to the hinges. That's just my own personal preference. So once I get that set, put that down, pick it up, and you know what? I don't need my mat because I am using a red rubber stamp. And let's put the tape that way. Let's grab our memento, ink these sweet little guys up. Somebody's looking for me. Sorry about that. They're just going to have to wait. Sorry, Gail, you're just going to have to wait. I do not want to move my paper. I want this a little bit darker. Give that a good massage, or just a good hold down. Now I have already cut out my mask, and as you can see, I've used it again and again and again. There's already tape back here, and it's removable tape. So what I do is I place this over these little guys and down just a smidge. Now I'm going to take my chamois, and as you can see, this is also very well loved. I like to cut my chamois, so here's the whole thing in a case, and I like to cut it just because I like to have smaller pieces to grab. Get that all cleaned up. Just set that aside. So I want this guy about here. I'm not going to move my mask. I just keep that mask on there. So wherever I ink, if it's already on top of these little MeerKats, it just doesn't show. So it's pretty sweet. And I often just put that on a block, but you know what? I'm already set up. Let's see where I would be. No, I want to be over even a little bit more. See how I'm moving according to my grid line. And I want this guy to be a smidge taller, so I'm just going to move that down. I've already inked them up. I'm going to hold that down for a second. There. So now this little one's a little bit taller. Now when I take this off, I've gone from 5 guys to 7. And I could keep going. If this panel was bigger, and I got a little bit of schmutz there, if this panel was bigger, I could just add more MeerKats. But that's how I want that. So let's just move on. Get that cleaned up before I take it off. There we go. Take those little guys out. So this MeerKat set is also free in the Celebration catalog. So here's the metallic baker's twine on page 7 on the first, what did we call this? Like the first set of Celebration items. And then the MeerKat, where are those little guys? They're pretty sweet. This catalog is amazing. I love the freebies that we get here. I ordered several. Well, I cannot find my MeerKats. What page was that on? I should have written that down. I'm positive it's in here. Well, it's not. But you know what? It is a free Celebration item. But my page is, oh, first page, hello, right there. So with $60 of spending in Canadian funds, and I would love to help you with your Stampin' Up! Needs. If you would like to purchase something through my online store, you'll actually find that at denisewillerton.stampinup.net. And please use this host code, and it expires on the 29th of March. My blog is chemoicreations.blogspot.com. So here are some of my elements that I have pre-done. And you know what? I just realized that I never, oh, there's one right there. Sweet. I was going to say I never grabbed a card base. So here's where my silicone sheet comes in. I like to keep my table clean if I can. If I can. Whoa. I like to keep my Tombow upside down in an empty tea tin, such as this, decorated lovely. It's an empty tea tin. Nothing fancy. And I'm just going to eyeball this and hold it down. I find for myself, if I have embossed a panel, it kind of gets, like it breaks up the fiber a little bit. So it does get a little bit softer and sometimes wavy. So I don't like to use dimensionals when I'm putting down an embossed panel. So this panel is 4 by 5.5. Then I'm going to take my little Bermuda Bay 2 by 7/8 by 2.5, and I'm also going to have the measurements down below so not to worry. A little bit of Tombow. Let's do a little bit. There we go. I'm a daughter. I'm a daughter more than a liner, but I'm also a daughter, as in D-A-U. So these guys are down, and you know what? Why don't we give them a little color? So you can use your Stampin' Blends if you'd like, and I have used them, but you know what? This time around, what I want to use is a blender pen. Let's get a piece of scrap. I want to make sure that this is clean. Give these guys a little paint. Just a little color on their faces and their bodies. And I don't even worry about filling in every little section. Kind of makes it look a little more realistic. Oh, you know what I didn't pull out was my Wink of Stella. I hope it's in with arm's reach. I like to put a little bit of Wink of Stella in their eyes. It just makes them sparkle. Gives them a little bit of life. They're so sweet. I love these guys. This was my my grandson's birthday present, or birthday card. And I also put the little guy right here peeking out because I wanted to count 9 MeerKats, because these guys are cousins to my Isaac. So Isaac was the tall dude, the birthday guy. We have 8 grandchildren, and we actually have another one on the way in August, so lucky us. Not really picking up any color here. There we go. You know what? I'm just gonna add a little bit more here where there's lines. There. So that's done. Give that a wipe. I will put it's a scrap. How can you tell? I am my mother's daughter. Please be tiny dot. There we go. That's all I want. I just want a little dot. Pick that guy up. And, whoa, just about. You know what? This dude's going to be the birthday boy this time. Got on his little party hat. Okay. Let's grab some Poppy Parade. Ooh, I should have started with my green. My Poppy Parade's going to be darker. Oh well, it's all good. Clean that off. Just wiping all the color off of this. I try to get them as clean as I can. Reds are just so beautiful and hard to get off. Okay, Pear Pizzazz. You know what? Actually, before I do my Pear Pizzazz, let's come in here with some gray granite and let's just do the ground. This way I'm starting with my lighter colors. Oh, I still have red on there. Oh well, you know what? The desert ground often is reddish. Well, I'm not totally in love with that, but you know what? It is okay. There, I think I got it. Mostly? Okay, let's pick up some pear pizzazz and let's give this cactus some pizzazz. Love this color. I'm a green girl. I am. What is your favorite color? I am drawn to green. And let's do this little dude here. Now normally, I will clean this later because normally I do not put the cap on until they are clean. And wink of Stella. All right, little dude, let's give you some shiny eyes too, not just our little MeerKats. Who loves Wink of Stella? I sure do. You know what? Let's just, I don't know if that's gonna, just trying to get happier a little bit here with my ground covering. I'm wishing I wouldn't have done it. Then I'm going to take my paper snips, and these also get housed in my tin, along with my Tombow. I'm going to use some mini glue dot or mini dimensionals to put my little lizard. You are so cute. Oh, and he's got a little, that little tongue thing. I never noticed till I started cutting. I'm like, oh, what is that? Cute, cute, cute. And let's get a little bit of the ground here too. And I'm not going to color it. I have a cactus in my sunroom, and it is blooming as well, along with my Christmas cactus. It's trying to bloom. It's just a tad late. There we go. So now I am going to put dimensionals behind these. And just one on him. And you know what? I think I want this guy this way. I am going to pop this onto my card. I forgot to grab a pack of large dimensionals because I'm out, so I'm using minis instead. Just dumping this in my little handmade garbage can for bits and pieces. All right. Pop this onto my card base. I'm also going to take care of that using my, oh, you know what? I actually did not want a dimensional on the top. of my cactus. Come on, baby. Where did it go? Okay, you can just get off my finger. Ah. I'm stuck. Because I want part of this. Oh, and there's my phone. You know what? We're just going to ignore that. I apologize. That's my son singing. Thanks, Mark. That's my son's song. I love it. That's my phone jingle. I forgot to silence my phone before I started. And you know what? Let's give our cactus a little glitz too. Why not? Okay. Happy birthday. I hope that wasn't my daughter looking for me. Scrap. Again. Yeah, somebody just left me a message. And let's put our happy birthday. Where do I want that? No, you know what? I want it right here. And then what I do is, did I grab my take your pick? Yes. I don't know if there's a better way to do this. This is how I do it. I put a tiny dot where I want an embellishment, and I'm going to put another one down here. I like to work in threes, and we'll put one right there. And my dots are a little bit big, but we'll see how that goes. And I'm really not too worried about what color I pick up because they all will work fantastic with this card, but I definitely don't want that, but I want that guy right there. And let's see. No, I want a bigger one. I want a bigger one. There. There. Our card is complete, and so that is how I mask. This little guy is the trick, and it's going to get dirty and gunked up because I'm going to use it again and again. But after I stamp this on a piece of scrap and fussy cut it, I actually keep it right in the stamp case, and so then anytime I mask, it is ready to go. So there's my card. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for popping by. Let's see who's looking for me. Talk to you later. Have a great day. And again, if you'd like to place an order, Denise Willerton at stampin'up.net, and please use this hostess code. I would love to take care of your Stampin' Up needs. Have a blessed day and enjoy your weekend.